Here we go, here we go.
No, here we. Here, Steve, you're singing the H on here.
Shouldn't I be?
No, because we'll be singing in a crowd full of footy fans, right? Not at the English National Opera.
OK, chappie, if that's the way you want me to talk, I'm off to have a butcher's at the club room, so...
Who is that? Where'd she go?
Quick, follow me, boss.
I'm not following you, Matthew. I'm just hanging around with one of my friends.
You mean me? You and me ain't friends, boss. Colleagues may be. It's not against you, mate. It's just if people say it's the... You just don't suit my image. You cramp my style.
I don't have to. You could show me what to do so that I don't.
What? Give you a crash course in coolness? I don't... Yeah.
Go on, Matthew. If anybody can do it, you can. Who was that?
Don't know.
That was another highly entertaining track by a band whose name isn't important. Now, time for some loud, but really quite intelligent music.
Yes?
Were you spying on me?
Yes.
Well, don't.
You can't give me orders in my own radio station. I'm your boss, not the other way round.
I keep forgetting. What were you hoping to see?
Perhaps I was waiting for one of you to get into a situation where I could sack you.
So you think it's 2 down, 7 to go?
Right. So watch out, because I'll be watching you.
Annie, have you seen anything weird this morning?
No. Why?
Well, Kev and I saw... Well, it's nothing. So, why is your show sounding so strange today?
Because the new schedule without James puts me on earlier, and the music sounds different depending on the time of day. It's a scientific fact.
Oh, right. So what was heavy metal now sounds like bland pop music? So, you told your parents?
Raj told my parents.
Who's Raj? Oh, one of the guys your mum introduced you to. See? Told you you'd like one of them. Guess you found you're ready for a boyfriend, huh?
Perhaps.
So, tell me about him.
He's a fan of my show. He's nice.
And when do you get back to playing the metal?
I don't know. Sometime. Probably. That one's from Jax in Sydney, and this one's from James in Aberdeen.
The poor thing. What's he gonna do at boarding school?
He'll probably start up a radio station, fall in love, and mess everything up. That's what he does wherever he goes. My 2 boyfriends are now near the North and South Poles.
Time to get some more, then?
Does anyone else know that Annie's seeing someone?
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it's great. Search the building, right? No sign of suitcase, girl.
Must be a ghost.
Another one. I'm gonna have to get this place exercised.
I may have said this before, but there's no such thing as ghosts.
Sure there is. They're as natural and everyday as marmalade.
There's nothing to the universe but chance and the laws of physics.
Rubbish. Look at this.
If I start talking about physics, will you show me too?
My lucky medallion. My grandmother gave it to me when I was a kid. And since then, I've had nothing but excellent luck.
May I?
It's what gets me through my shows without any foul-ups.
This is very nice. But there's no such thing as a lucky anything.
There is so.
I'll prove it. I'll keep this safe. And I bet you'll have just the same sort of day without it. You bet against me. The loser buys dinner for the winner.
But what if you get lucky?
I think that's what he's got in mind.
I mean, what if while Siobhan's having a normal day, the medallion gives Steven good luck? Who wins then?
Okay, I'll do everything I can to rely on the luck this medallion's supposed to give me. I also bet it'll let me down.
Okay, dinner it is.
Well, thanks for agreeing to teach me about coolness, Matthew.
Yeah, well, call this lesson 1. Never be too enthusiastic. Try this. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right, I suppose.
It's all right, I suppose.
You're learning. Lesson 2. You interested in girls, right?
They're wonderful.
Yeah, but you mustn't show me feet now. Girls like guys to be rough, rude, and distant. Watch this. Hi, Kyla. What's up?
Well, I've just finished editing an interview with a poet. He's gentle, polite, and interested in everyone he meets. The most perfect sort of man.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for that, yeah?
I thought you said...
Hey, who's the expert? Me or her? While you're doing your show, we'll go for lesson 3.
You're trying to stay close to me, aren't you?
I'm trying to stay close to the lucky medallion has protected me all these years.
This bet isn't going to work unless you do exactly what you normally do.
Well, I don't see you taking those risks that you promised to take.
Okay, I'll start right now. And I'll be doing that sort of thing all day.
Okay, I'll just be trying to stay uninjured.
Yes!
You have won £20.
No way.
Boz, why are you playing all this ordinary music?
Ordinary? What do you mean, ordinary? Did you find out if your mum and dad liked your show?
They're going to call me later after they've checked with all the uncles and aunts who are listening. And don't try and change the subject.
Sorry.
What I'm worried about is that you're just going along with everybody else. This is the sort of pop music you'd hear on anybody's show.
On your show, for
And
instance.
you're not wearing your badges. You always wear your badges. What's going on?
The badges and the weird music made me different. I don't want to be different. I'm tired of being different.
Boz,
And you can't talk. You're doing exactly the same thing yourself.
Excuse us a minute, Anne. We'd like to be alone. Okay, lesson 3. I made a list of things you can safely talk about. Bands, TV, sport. And here's a list of things you can't talk about.
Worries, ideas, feelings. Apart from feelings on how great music is, and then only the following kinds of music. Goodness, this is very complicated.
You think you're messing with my head, don't you? Well, we're going someplace where nothing lucky can happen. It's you, the girl I saw in the corridor. This is getting ridiculous.
What are you doing in here? Have you been following me?
No, it was just sheer luck I came in here. I forget I said that. So what are you doing in here anyway?
My name's Mandy. I didn't mean to scare you. I just needed somewhere to hide for a bit, to get myself together.
What are you hiding from?
Stuff. You're Kyla Kane, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you're Siobhan O'Riordan, Annie Kamar, Stephen Price, and Matt Jenkins.
No, Kev Wright. Do I sound that young?
How come you know so much about us? Oh, I'm such a big fan. I swear you guys used to really brighten up my weekends. I mean, you work together. You're a team. I suppose that's why I snuck in here. And this is the first place I've stopped since I ran away from home.
So things at home are bad? So bad you can't go back?
Yeah.
So why come here?
I said what was going on here always sounded a lot better than what was going on where I was. Look, you needn't worry, I'll be moving on soon.
You don't have to run away again.
What, you mean you want me to stay?
I guess.
You're new here, aren't you? Have any of the guys ever told you what went on in the early days?
Yeah, right, like I really need to hear another story about James and Jax breaking the rules.
Well, wow, what do you guys get up to?
I've got stories you wouldn't believe. I'll tell you.
Yeah?
When we go out.
Kyla, you can't do that.
I was hoping to find Mandy's address. Her surname's something.
Why? So you can call the poor girl's parents?
Right.
I don't believe it. What if she's being beaten up or abused or something?
Then there are people out there who can help her. People we can contact for her before she goes home.
Boss!
You know what happens to kids who run away from home, Siobhan. They spend all their money in 1 week, they sleep in shop doorways, they get done over by all kinds of weirdos, and then they die.
Okay. I'll just shut up. What do I know? I'm just mad DJ woman. You're Mrs. Community Talk Show host.
I'm sorry. It's just that...
It's just that you're scared for this Mandy girl.
And I once...
You once thought about running away from home yourself when your dad was around.
Anything else?
You find emotions easier to deal with if you express them by doing things.
You're good.
You know, Tony wouldn't like us sheltering a runaway.
Another good reason to do it.
But we can't, Stephen. We just can't.
Well, that's 2 for and 2 against.
When did we become a democracy?
Here they come.
Feels so good to be clean. Thank you for not giving me away.
Don't worry about it.
But we do think you ought to call home, at least to say you're okay.
No, they'll try and come and get me, please. They can't know where I am.
No, we're not going to do anything unless you want us to. You know, as long as Tony doesn't find out you're here, you're safe.
Tony?
Yeah, the boss. If you meet him, just remember he's only a computer animation.
Look, it's good that Mandy feels safe here, but what's going to happen tonight? When we all go home, she can't stay here.
She can hide in this radio station. Her way to stop her staying.
So she's going to sleep in the record library, is she? Or in here? There are the security guards, the older...
So you're rejecting me, are you? You know, I came here because I thought you all sounded so brilliant. I mean, I thought you'd understand. And after listening to your show, I really thought you'd understand.
Wait. Okay. My mum gets back tomorrow. She'll know what to do about this. Until then, we'll work something out.
Please let me have it back. Just to do my show.
No.
At least let me touch it. I'm so nervous today that when I made a sandwich, I had to cut the bread with a ruler.
No way. We're going to get you off this thing. You're going cold medallion. Besides, nothing bad's happened to you today, has it?
No. Are you having good luck?
Wait a second. Phone. Stephen Price. No, you got the wrong number. This is City Beat FM. That isn't David Bowie, is it? I've been playing tracks from your new CD every show. You're my favorite artist of all time. A backstage pass? Sure. Thanks. Thank you very much. No, not at all.
And this is Studio B.
This is the studio where you met the ghost, right?
You know all about us, don't you?
Yeah. You guys are like a group of mates that I never met.
Distortion.
Oh, and this is also the studio where you had your birthday party while Buzz was on air.
How did you know that? No one knows about that.
No, I could tell. I mean, there were chips being eaten, cans of drink being opened.
What is that?
Oh, can I see Studio A too?
Sure, this way.
That's better.
The power of the medallion solves all technical problems, which is why...
No.
Yeah. All right, then. All right, see you later, yeah? All right, bye. Time for you to do the business. I'm meeting a couple of my mates, and you're coming along. Right, boss?
It's okay.
Safe.
Thanks for letting me help, Kyla.
Oh, no problem. Since you're here, we might as well put you to work. Like the watch. Looks like a boy's one.
Yeah, and an old boyfriend gave it to me.
If I had a rich boyfriend like that, I would have run away to him, not here.
Well, he wasn't that nice to me either.
Mandy, what was happening at home?
You know what I always liked about your show? The fact that you always roasted the bad guys. Like that teacher who was always marking down the Asian kids in his class. Wow. You must have had to bend a few rules to nail a person like that.
This is my mate.
Pete.
Look. Mate of mine, from the radio. What's up?
Oh, nothing. Oh, did you see the match last night?
Yeah, it's okay.
So do you support United?
Yeah.
So what do you reckon of last night then?
It's okay.
Okay, so I'm going to score a goal on Wednesday, and I need a City Beat FM way to celebrate when I do, and you are going to choose it for me. So answers on a postcard, please. It can be anything. It can be clucking about like a chicken, or it can be haughty arrogance, or it can be some weird kind of mime. I'll do the best one, and you win a City Beat FM fun pack. Whatever that is. So, what do you think of the show so far?
He walks like a chicken. He does kung fu. Whoa, if only this were television.
So, what are you doing sitting in on my show when you could be making such a good living as a comedian?
I'm trying to avoid being incredibly lucky in front of Siobhan. And to read the day's local paper, which has no mention of a missing girl.
Well, maybe no one's missed it yet. It happens. Even with girls as unmissable as Mandy.
You're sharking her, aren't you?
I think we're past that stage into the full feeding frenzy.
What do you think you're doing, man? You know she's depending on us for help.
Do you really think I'll go after her while she's vulnerable? Do you think I'm that shallow?
No.
Good.
Sharks live in deep water.
Yeah. Got a new CD yesterday. You want to borrow it?
Oh, yeah, Tom.
Hiya!
Who are you?
I'm a mate of Bob. Pete. Why are you calling yourself Pete? It's my middle name.
Whatever you want, boss.
Did you see Star Trek last night? It was awesome. Well, that's if you're into Klingon history. Anyone want a crisp?
So you liked it? Great, thanks, Mum. Yeah, that's what it's like every week. Okay, bye.
So are you allowed to keep on DJing?
Yeah, that's great. Okay, you're right. It's great.
I'm so glad she gets to stay. I really like her show.
What? Even the time she pressed the wrong button and played the Smurfs?
Yeah, I remember that, and she got so angry.
I hope you get to stay too.
Yeah, it's really cool. I have a place to hang out. So, tell me all the gossip. What is the worst stuff you've gotten up to?
Well, there was this one time.
Then you got him with his phaser. What's the matter with you?
I think maybe you picked the wrong table, mate. Try somewhere else, yeah?
I'm not staying where I'm not wanted. See you around, Boz, Pete. Oh, whatever your name is.
Yeah, we'll see you in the planet of the Klingons, yeah?
Kronos.
You what?
The planet of the Klingons is called Kronos, as you would have known if you'd watched last night's awesome episode. Shall I tell you about it? Or perhaps, like me, you prefer to be lost in the pages of a good book. Something that makes you laugh, or sigh, or cry.
Come. See you later, Matt. And have a good time with your mate, yeah?
Really? With the rabbit?
Yep.
Wow, you guys have got up to some stuff.
I don't remember that. In fact, I don't remember any of
The memory's too terrible. You've just erased it all.
So did this, Tony bloke ever find out about any of this?
No.
He never suspected a thing.
But he does now.
Come with us and we'll show you another trick we've pulled.
Oh, yeah. This is better.
What's that?
I'm sorry, Uncle Tony, but they worked it out.
Tape, please.
All made up then, those stories.
Every word.
How did he work it out?
That is a weird watch for a girl to wear.
A weird watch which causes interference.
And I've never played the Smurfs, not even by accident.
You told me to watch out, so I did. Watch out. Better luck next time.
All that money I spent on your drama classes, wasted.
It was so great. That speech the Emperor made at the end. I was so moved. And then when I'll go.
No, don't. It's okay. I got halfway down the road to those guys and I thought, what am I doing? So I had to come back.
Why?
You see, you sticking up for your friend here, even though it trashed you cool, it was cool.
Look, what do you want?
I heard about how you were spying for Tony and trying to get us sacked, and there's just one thing I need to know.
What?
You still want to go out with me? What?
Boz, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have had a go at you about being like everybody else. Not when I'm doing the same thing.
Oh.
So now it's just me.
Well, that's up to you, isn't it?
You're right. It is. On my next show, Mum's gonna have to get used to the sound of metal.
Anyone else think it's really cool that Mandy turned out to be a fake?
Yeah, because if she hadn't, we'd have had to have made some very hard choices.
I've no idea what we'd have done.
Okay, Stephen. Enough of the sensitive boy stuff. I've done my show. I've lived for a day without my medallion. Now, please give it back to me.
Not until you admit that I've won the bet. You haven't been unlucky, and, I haven't been lucky.
What about the phone call?
That's within the bounds of random chance.
Okay. You win the bet. You win.
So, dinner it is. Where and when?
How about right here, right now?
But I thought candles, waiters...
You go and get it. I'll have a cheese sandwich. You get whatever you want.
At least I proved my point.
Hey, Siobhan, I don't suppose I could borrow that lucky medallion, could I? Only...
Damon! Watch out for the...
Oh, bad luck.
A saucer-shaped object